and lots of hope. The day that your life turns around, let's talk about that day. The day your life turns around, you heard Freemason talk about their stories. Disgust. It's a negative emotion, but it can power extremely powerful results. As soon as you get disgusted enough with your situation, you will do something about it. As long as you're complacent, you'll never do anything else. You must get disgusted. It's okay, and I want to share this with you guys, because I disagree with some speakers out there and others out there. It's okay to let a negative emotion power you to get positive results. It's okay. Well, I can't have a negative emotion. I live in happy clapping land. Only positive. That's just weird. Does anybody ever just get flat out mad? I do. You have to channel that. You have to allow that to reach a level where it disgusts you. Maybe it's your health. Maybe it's your weight. Maybe it's your finances. Maybe it's your boss. Because after disgust comes transformation. And as soon as you get disgusted enough with something, your life can turn around. Or what about the day you make a real decision? Guess what? You're going to be so proud of me. After this pack of cigarettes right here, I'm going to stop smoking next week. I'm deciding. You are a liar! You can't decide to do something while you're doing it next week from now. Yay, I decided to quit smoking. I'm down to 3 a week. But you're smoking! My social smoker is my favorite. Oh, I decided to quit smoking months ago. I only smoke when I have a drink. So only half the week? When you make a decision, you make a decision. The word decision comes from a Latin word, I believe it's decidere or something like that. That means to cut off from. When you make a decision, you cut off from all other options. You will have 2 births in this company. You will have 2 start dates in this company. Start date number 1 is the day you fill out the application. Start date number 2 is the day you make the decision. Those are the 2 start dates. You know where the second start date happens a lot of times? At events like this. Sometimes it's at a regional. Most of the time it's at a what? That's why I'm excited for all of you guys that stood up for the National Convention, because there's so many special things that are going to happen to you over that weekend. I made my personal decision at the age of 19 years old to cut off from at a national convention when I was 19. You will have that same moment, I hope. I drove to the national convention from Grand Rapids, Michigan to Atlanta, Georgia. About 17 hours, because I couldn't afford to fly. I couldn't afford the gas either, so I put 4 people in my 2-door escort with me. 5 people, 2-door escort. Oh no, it gets better. It's August. We have no air conditioning. Don't feel bad for us. The car was so small you could unroll both windows at the same time. We got down there, we had 2 cars, and all 10 of us stayed in the same room. You'd be amazed with a comforter and a blanket how a bathtub turns right into a bed. But once I got there, I understood why everybody wanted me there. And something happened for me where I made that decision. Do you guys realize that one decision had a part in putting one decision 13 years ago this August has a part in putting 18,000 people onto the challenge last month? 18,000 people. That's you guys, right? You don't know the ripple effect that your decision will make. You have no understanding at the power of a simple decision. If it's a real decision, and it's a true decision. And when that happens for you, that's the day your life turns around. Desire. Now, desire, in my opinion, can be that positive balance to discuss. Desire is when you want something so bad that you will stop at nothing to get it. When it burns inside of you. How many of you guys have just had a burning desire right here to accomplish something at some point in your life? That feeling is what you need here. I've heard many people stand on this stage and talk about their reason why. If you have yet to make the connection, that reason why was their desire. Whatever that is. I don't know what you desire. But if you desire it bad enough, you can have it. If you want the best book on the history of planet Earth on the topic of desire, read Think and Grow Rich. How many of you guys have read that book, by the way? Good for you guys. The rest of you guys pick it up. Desire, channeled correctly with a strategy and backed up by action, you can have anything you want. The question is, how bad do you want it? There is no lack of mentors. There's lack of people with desire to be mentored. Oh, I can't find anyone to work with and help me. Nobody will help me. Did you see the last line? You might fall into one of those categories. Everyone, the world will conspire to help you if your desire is strong enough. Soon as that happens, that's the day your life turns around. The last one is resolve. Resolve is making a commitment to yourself, nobody else. A silent pact. A contract between you and the person in the mirror. That no matter what, you're never going to quit. No matter what the ups and the downs are, no matter what life throws at you, no matter what tragedy, no matter what car wreck, no matter what loss of job, no matter what loss of life, no matter what, you are going to make it. You don't have to tell me. You don't have to tell any of the ambassadors. You don't got to tell Ethan. You don't need to walk up to Aaron or Jake and let them know. You only got to tell yourself. We know. You don't got to tell us. We know by your action. We know who has the desire and the resolve. We know the people that have the resolve based on the ones that show up no matter what is happening. The ones that get through it, no matter how bad it gets. We know. Guess what? It happened to us too. And guess what? It still does. Please raise your hand if you just came out of some serious stuff in your life. Just came out of it. Please raise your hand. Everyone look around. Put your hands down. Please raise your hand if you're in some serious stuff right now. Everyone look around. For those of you guys that raised your hand for neither, don't worry, some stuff is right around the corner. Anybody know what that's called? Life. That's called life. And I guess, staying in the theme of today, Jim Rohn said, the same wind blows on us all. Raise your hand if you got problems. Wow, imagine that. 500 people in a room full of problems. I got problems. Ethan, you got problems?
Yes, sir.
Sherry, you got any problems? Vicky, you got problems? You all got problems. It's not the problems that define you. It's your resolve to get through them and what you do when it shows up that defines you. So you tell me, and I'll know based on that level of enthusiasm and energy and whether or not one of these chandeliers falls off the ceiling, is today the day that you're going to be disgusted enough, have a decision, have desire, or have resolve? Is today the day that your life turns around? You tell me, I want to know. Desire to even get up out of their seat. So you tell me, is this the day that your life turns around? Three questions for you. Anybody interested in a personal revolution? Just a personal one.